going? Okay, welcome back, boys and girls. Garage is still a little bit of a mess, but we're making some progress. Today, I guess I can show you the V-bands all done up and welded up. Again, not pretty, but yeah, whatever. So, I don't even know what I'm talking about. It's been a couple days, about a day or two. Cutting this in a while. I'm lost today. I don't know. Oh, it's rainy. It's a little bit chilly. Well, compared to being 80 like last week. I'm off today. All right, let's hop into the V-bands. I was gonna tack up these actual test pipes together, basically make my own test pipes. So I decided to wait until the motor's back in. So far, everything that needs to get done while everything that the motor has to be out for is pretty much done. I still have to tie up a couple of the fuel lines, but okay, I'll show you that. So after a few years of just throwing 240s together, why not? I felt like with this, why not take the, like, you know, you're working on your own cars, like, you don't really care how it looks. It's like, let's just make it functional, let's get it out. So that's part of what this swap is. It's like a functional version 1, like trying to build my own car, research and development, and build it the way I like it. And then part of it is, like, if you had 240s or drifted cars, it's like, you know, a lot of the sketchy stuff that gets done. So it's like, I'm grown now, so let's try to have some fun, but do it the right way and make it professional. So enough of that. That's what we got. So in the last video, I was explaining how my oil lines had to cross over. Under the pan instead of out. Jeez. I was explaining how the lines had to cross under the pan instead of being able to come right out to the filter relocate. So as you can see, these are all my rough marks and everything. I'll get those out of there once I'm done with everything. But so added a few mounts. This one I added for power steering, for the reservoir hose. This one this one was an accident. This was for originally where the block was gonna go. So I drilled one and then remembered that this was not. I was thinking that this was for this. So yeah, it happened. It happened. You start going overboard, you get the drill. Just on a mission, I got to drill some holes. So let's drill some holes. So add another one here. Oh, that's not. Some of them are M6. So I'm actually running out of them because it's like you rarely use them, but then when you do use them, it's like, oh man, I used a lot more than I thought I was gonna use. So I'm running out. So they're different. Some are M6, some are probably M5 or M4. Who cares? You can use whatever you want, really. But you get the idea. There was no mount points. Now there is. And these are just where I wanted to, but then I decided. There's another one here, and the block will be here. You see, I only had to add one myself because I don't remember what this one was. I think it was for one of the cooler lines that wrapped around and came across. But so got one factory hole. I added the other one. This is where the relocate block goes. Look, that sounded stupid. Whatever. So we got our pressure regulator. We got the holes made for that. I was thinking about drilling two, but actually took a second and thought about it, and maybe have my fuel lines crossing here, because the original position they come, if you can see the dirt marks, but they come here. It mounts, one of them mounts here, and then they mount here and they go up. So obviously this is this is all header for me. So if you can see, I have the cross pipe and cross section or whatever you want to call it. There's a Y, but the Judas line's hanging down. I have it, it'll come up this way. Tuck under the tunnel very nicely. Mount up here. We'll cross over the firewall. Fuel pressure regulator. Boom. It's funny, I think this is kind of the part I'm most proud of, to be honest. Like, and not even the motor and whatever. It's just like I've been seeing cars come off of the truck, basically. So they basically come out of the factory, and it's just like they're not made. They don't make them to be worked on anymore. It's just like, and you can tell the process they put them together. It's like either the motor and frame go together first, and then the body goes on, or it's the body, motor, and frame go up into the body. And when you try to fix something, you can definitely tell the difference of how it was put together. So I wanted to take on the challenge. I can't even say challenge, like I'm helping myself out, like to make it as serviceable as possible without making it a track car. Like, I still want to daily it. I want it to be a regular car, but I made it. I'll take pride in that. So, but anyway, now let's get to the ugly stuff I did. So, finally to the V-bands. Again, I'll show you the best one. Because if you got to see how sausage is made, you don't want to see the cheap sausage. You want to see top of the line. Again, excuse the mess. We got these nice P2N fully adjustable sway bar end links to help me out with the pump and sway bar, blah blah blah. That'll be a later video. I think I made up my mind. Let's get this thing started first before we worry about how it's going to go down the road. Okay, so Like I was saying, it's not amazing, but I'm willing to show you. I mean, I've done better, but it's good enough to be judged by the masses. So as you can see, I was trying to cut, so I cut the tabs off for the actual. Should probably be doing this with the camera. So all I did was basically just cut the studs off, like, because this flange was a triangle. So I just cut the corners off. I went pretty overboard, as you can see. Like, I wanted to leave some of the ridge, like the lip. I'll show you. You see, like, how much closer that one is. And to see this one has more of like a ridge that it sat on, which will just give me a better spot to weld, but whatever. So that's that. Another little stupid thing I'm kind of proud of. I mean, it's ugly right now. It'll look a lot nicer, but so the power steering bracket I was talking about. So I got that. Basically, what I was trying to say in the other video, all I did was, well, obviously this is kind of funny looking. So because it mounts to the passenger strut tower, essentially it would have been like this. These two on the inside and then the one is on the outside, whatever. So obviously this was not gonna work. Now I can say I made a bracket. So I just cut, flipped and welded. I cleaned this up so it actually doesn't look too bad. I mean, it's gonna look a lot better once it's painted up and it's all one color, but so yeah, I'm only showing you this side because this is the side I cleaned up. So yeah. Another little stupid thing I'm proud of. So today, okay, guess I'll just be drilling the holes, tightening up the fuel lines, and we're getting ready to put this thing back in. So see you in a minute. I drilled most of the holes, pretty much all the holes. I might have to widen some of them. I hadn't fully decided yet on what size bolts I want to use. We'll just see how many of these like rib nuts I actually have. So that's how I'm doing it. Yeah, that's pretty boring, but I guess I'll show you just because I fill up these videos, right? To make some sense of it. So it's a frame rail. I added one here and one here. I wanted to go up, but that's gonna be pretty much impossible for me to, whatever, who cares. So I had it marked out where I wanted it to go. You can see this stud is where like the factory lines run up. You see I have all mine down. These are, okay, look, this will make sense because this is the actual aftermarket line here, as you can see. So that's the line I added. I'm gonna use this mount point, the stock mount point, to go up there. But you see how they curve and go away from the frame rail. I'm gonna have it come inside the rail. Let's use my one hole here, two, because I have two lines. This can come around, keep going. You can see I have two more holes. And you can see where this heat shield thing is. This is terrible camera work. Where this heat shielding is here is where the headers are. So my mounter back here so I can tuck nicely and go up the tunnel away from all the heat. And here's the finished product. Nothing special, just now I have a place just to put some mounts to actually just hold them up. Coming together. Like I said, I'm running thin on M6s, but you won't see those with the motor in, but I'll show you. That's the whole point of this. Now, this is the point. Because there was nowhere to put these. That's not the right one for that. So this is what we are going for. It makes all those wasted days feel like it's worth it. So, got all holes drilled. Got this, the new reservoir spot mounted. So you can see, I just have the magnet holding it up so I can get my holes right. Well, I can't see it as anymore. That's where I was marking it before, where you was gonna be, but then blah, 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 ended up working out better like this. So, holes are made. I'm all out of M6 rib nuts, so I think I'll end the video here today. I'll show you why I need M6, because I think these are M7 or 8, but they don't fit. So I'll be getting some M6 rib nuts, and I'll finally end the video. Catch you next time.